Richardson Hitchins just buries George Kambosos for good. No more title shots for George Kambosos now. Thank God. Thank God for that. And I'm actually very glad that Richardson Hitchins was able to get the stoppage win there. Because let's be real, if that was to go the distance, Kambosos probably would have got another opportunity against Alberto Pulo or something like that. So thank you, Richardson Hitchins, for completely burying Kambosos and stopping him. That's what we needed to see, to be honest with you. It really is. I didn't really want to sit through a unanimous decision win for Richardson Hitchins. He managed to get George Kambosos out of there. And if I'm being real, I feel like that did the boxing world a big favour, if I'm being real. I think it did us all a big favour. And, you know, I have nothing against Kambosos. I feel like he seems like a good guy. But I think the reality is that he keeps getting handed title shot after title shot after title shot. Big fight after big fight after big fight when he just doesn't deserve it in the slightest. He's one of the most overhyped boxers of this era. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is. And yeah, he had to be finished there. He had to be brutally finished there. And he was. Hitchins ended it very nicely with a good body shot after beating him down round by round. You know, I said it in my prediction video. You know, people say, oh, Hitchins is just another Devin Haney and that, oh, he just always moves about. I did say that I believe in my prediction video that I believe that Hitchins would have dropped Kambosos. I didn't say he'd stop him, but I said he'd drop him because Hitchins plants his feet well when he throws his combinations. And when he throws his jab and when he throws that backhand, he plants his feet well with it and he can generate some decent power. And that's exactly what was able to happen tonight. He planted his feet well with his shots and he was able to generate some bloody good power there, to be completely honest. And that was clear to see. I think overall, people comparing Hitchins to Haney just don't know what they're talking about. It's not really a comparison at all. For George Kambosos, though, and everyone else, like, do they not learn? Does Kambosos not learn? Does his team not learn? You know, why does he never change anything up? All he does is just walk into these shots. There was no attempted angle changes for Kambosos to change anything at all. He's such a strange one. He goes into the first Devin Haney fight, gets scored over 12 rounds. Goes into the second Devin Haney fight. You may as well play the first fight again on replay because it was the exact same fight. Goes into the Loma fight, gets stopped and brutally beaten down. Stopped with body shots. Then goes into tonight against Richardson Hitchins, gets beaten down and stopped with body shots. Do they not learn? Like, why don't they try to fix anything up? They never fix anything at all. He's the exact same fighter. Haney fight, as I said, you could have stuck both, you know, the first fight on repeat for the second fight. Then for tonight, once again, Kambosos is beaten in the exact same way Lomachenko beat him. I mean, you know, he never changes anything up. I just feel like I can't think of the word. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It really is. It's just arrogance and just, he's so complacent with everything, to be honest with you. It's really, really, really weird, George Kambosos. It really is weird. But yeah, I feel like for George Kambosos, I just feel like he just wasted everyone's time once again, and he wasted his own time. He's absolutely finished, and he's never been at the level people think he is. How did this man beat Teofimo Lopez? I will never know, but Teofimo Lopez stops him in about 7 rounds now. Like, how did he beat Teofimo Lopez? I will never be able to wrap my bloody head around that. How this man beat Teofimo Lopez, I will never understand. But no, if I'm being real as well, I feel like Hitchins had a good performance tonight. I mean, you know, did he have the best performance over George Kambosos? I mean, it's hard to say because Kambosos has lost 4 out of his last 5. You know, it might have been, yeah. yeah, well, 5 out of his last six, Kambosos lost because he basically lost to Maxi Hughes. So he's lost 5 out of his last six, if we're being bloody honest here. And, is that really a massively impressive win for Hitchins, though, defending his title against him? No, it's not. I mean, it was inevitable that was going to happen. I mean, yeah, I think people saying, "Oh, Hitchins beats Haney, he beats Tio." I don't know. Like, you know, that's not really too impressive in my opinion. And Kambosos is just getting loss after loss after loss. He just keeps losing. There was already a massive blueprint out there on who's to beat him, and Hitchins nailed that very well on the head. To be fair, like, went with the blueprint and finished him quicker than. Haney and Loma did. I mean, Haney didn't finish him, but yeah, put the biggest beat down on Kambosos. But again, there was already the blueprint out there on how to beat him. Kambosos equals done. He's literally finished. Equals just being completely cooked in that fight, to be completely honest. Not wanting to change a thing. Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for some of the Aussie fans who keep putting their bloody faith into this guy for him to keep doing the same thing over and over again. George Kambosos is Jake Wiley level. That was a competitive fight here and there. That Jake Wiley fight for George Kambosos. George Kambosos is that level. And, I mean, just give Jay Wiley a shot and give him full notice next time. Honestly, like, he might even lose that fight, to be honest with you, George Kambosos. It's absolutely useless the way he was just walking into shots constantly. There's no plan B. There's never a plan B with George Kambosos. He goes into every single fight with the exact same plan. Counter to the body, counter to the body. Then try mixing the counter upstairs if that works. He was getting the odd success to the body here and there with the counters early on. But then Hitchins just was like, he's just doing the exact same thing over and over again. So he found ways to get away from that and found ways around it pretty simply and pretty easily. Richards and Hitchins did. He was just able to adjust, keep countering with that jab upstairs, dominate with that jab upstairs, follow behind the straight backhand. They were the shots that Hitchins just dominated the fight with tonight, to be completely honest with you. So, yeah, there we go. Not surprised at all. Richards and Hitchins stops George Kambosos. Anyway, thanks for watching.